welcome to Jenn and Juice. I'm so excited that you're here. I haven't done one in a couple weeks. I've been moving. I've been trying to figure out my life, which isn't really an excuse, but it kind of is. I'm going to make it an excuse. So I have my really good friend, Karlie Gage, here.
Oh my goodness.
It's
so good to be here.
Here she is.
In your new apartment.
Yes, my first podcast in the new crib.
Which, by the way, is fancy as hell.
Thank you.
It's real nice.
It's definitely an upgrade.
Like the living room, you could do activities in. Like full cartwheels, like gymnastics class in this living room. In an apartment. Like, what?
It's really nice here. I'm blessed.
I'm digging it.
I think if I move all the couches out, we could have a Zumba class in here.
Absolutely.
So, should I teach Zumba one day?
Yes.
Should I charge like a class fee and have people come and do Zumba?
Welcome to Jenn and Juice. We also specialize in Zumba.
If you click the link below, you can go to my Zumba page where I teach Zumba over a podcast.
Could you imagine?
That would be really cool. Maybe I should look into that.
Have you ever even done Zumba?
Yes. I used to do Zumba a lot.
Wow.
Like in high school. That was like my workout.
Yeah.
I would go to the YMCA and do some Zumba. But I would sneak into the YMCA to do Zumba.
I rebel you.
Like I think
stealing Zumba classes.
Like I probably saved about $300 at least.
Dang.
They're
that expensive?
Yeah, Zumba classes are expensive. They really are.
That is why I've never taken a Zumba class.
But hey, here at my new apartment on Thursday mornings, I have water aerobics class.
Stop.
In the pool.
In the pool?
Yes.
Like with the old ladies with the cats?
Yes, that's exactly who's there.
We have to do it.
I know we have to do
Absolutely.
it. So
that's next. See. Next on the podcast.
Next on the podcast, water aerobics and Zumba with Jenn and Juice.
We could just do so many things.
See, like whenever I talk in the podcast, I'll think of all the things I can do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to write all these down. Like, I have to
write it down. Don't forget. Oh my gosh, before I came here, look at my crumbly little piece of paper. I was like, I have to write down all of these stories and things because I know I'll forget them.
But you came prepared. A lot of people come here and they just want me to just ask them questions and then that's it.
That's not fun.
No, because then it doesn't turn out well.
No. Literally the only podcast I listen to, though, which is is like Rachel Hollis.
Yeah.
And her Rise and Rise Together podcast.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, yeah, I listen to podcasts. And people are like, oh, what do you listen to?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Rachel. And they're like, what else? And I'm like, Rachel and her husband.
Rachel and her husband, is that too?
And that's it.
Like, I listen to Rachel Hollis. I listen to Call Her Daddy sometimes, which is really bad, but it's funny. Have you heard of Call Her Daddy?
No.
I talked about it on my last podcast.
I think you sent that to me, actually.
Maybe.
You might have.
It's like Barstool, like people that
Yeah.
have like a podcast that is two girls and they just talk about ridiculous
I have
things.
listened to them before.
It's
okay,
cringy, but it's funny.
Yeah.
I listen to Stassi from Vanderpump Rules. She has a
oh my gosh.
straight up a Stassi. I listen to that. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah, she's really cute. And then I listen to other random podcasts. Like if I'm bored, I'll just go on and be like, oh, this one looks interesting. Let me just listen to that. But I don't have like a set podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Jenn and Juice is on your set podcast.
Absolutely.
If
Jenn
it's not,
and Juice.
you're doing it wrong.
Every Sunday except the past 5 Sundays. It's okay, we're getting there. Baby steps.
I'm back on my schedule.
You're back on your schedule.
It's just so hard to plan out because like it takes a long time to do a podcast because you have to figure out who you want on it, what you want it to be about. Then you have to plan it, and then you have to have the person actually come and do the podcast. Then you have to do the podcast, you have to edit the podcast, you have to upload the podcast, you have to advertise for the podcast. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I should get paid for this.
One day,
hopefully.
One day.
But until then, hit subscribe.
Jenn and Juice is free.
Until I become famous for Zumba.
Exactly.
All right, so me and Karlie, we are bartenders / servers. We have been since we were in the womb, it feels like.
Absolutely. I came out serving drinks.
I came out with a tray in my hand.
Would you like a martini?
I can see it for you. I can see little baby Karlie.
Do you want a milk?
Do you want chocolate in your milk? So, anyway.
My first word was heard.
My first word was...
This is why we're friends, because you think I'm funny. I think I'm this funny, but no one else does.
I think it's funny just because me and you always say heard. Like, it's like a me and you thing. Like, someone be like, hey, Jen, Karlie, you should go take out the trash. Heard! Like, we'll just yell it. So I think that's funny.
I still, like, I haven't worked in a restaurant in how many months now, and I say heard to everything.
Yeah.
Like, heard. I text heard.
Mm-hmm, I do too. Like, and then I'd be like, sell me this, like, sell me that, you know, like, when I need it. Oh, I need a chicken pasta, set me free. You know, like, how, like, they say that, because, like, that's, like, the last thing you need, so they'd be like, set you free. Have you heard of that before?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No.
I think that was a big thing at my old job at Briggs, because, like,
I've never heard that
if you had a ticket and you needed one more thing,
set me free.
Set me free so you can go, because usually they don't let you go unless everything's in the window. Yeah. So you'd be like, oh, I need a chicken pasta to set me free. I guess, I don't know if that's a thing.
I absolutely need a chicken pasta to set me free.
I've had a chicken pasta the past 5 nights.
Oh, crack.
It's fine. But anyway, so back on track. Me and Karlie have been bartenders/servers for a long time. So I thought, as the podcast icebreaker, we would do a little cocktail trivia for you.
Refresh my memory.
Yes, refresh and see if you actually remember this.
I still know how to make a drink.
Make a drink. Question number uno. Which cocktail do these ingredients make up? Gin, dry vermouth, cocktail olives. Okay, these are the options.
Oh, there's options?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
There's a dirty martini, cosmopolitan, Manhattan, a dry martini, or a mojito.
A dry martini.
I think that's it too.
Because dry is with dry vermouth.
Yep.
And dirty is with olive juice.
See, I didn't know the difference before I started bartending.
See, a lot of people don't.
The Mai Tai cocktail contains orgeat syrup.
Yes.
True?
Yeah. True.
Yeah, good. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
weird
like,
orgeat.
Orgeat,
whatever.
The
almond syrup. Oh my gosh, that I had to make a Mai Tai. Yeah, because I had to make a Mai Tai batch one morning, and I said, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I haven't made a Mai Tai yet. Like, no one's asked me to make a Mai Tai. So.
Yeah.
You know who has really good Mai Tais? Olive Garden.
Stop.
They have the best Mai Tais.
All right. Let's go
to Olive Garden after this. All right, question number 3. Which cocktail do these 3 ingredients make up? White rum, lime juice, and simple syrup.
Ooh.
It's either a daiquiri, sidecar, a Moscow Mule, or a Negroni. I don't know what that is.
Negroni?
So yeah, I think that's it. Negroni.
Those are terrible. It's a daiquiri.
Daiquiri?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, girl.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know the last one because I was like, that's not it.
That's like a traditional daiquiri. Like, now people order like strawberry daiquiris, and it's that frozen bullshit that doesn't taste like anything.
All right. Question number 4. Which ingredients make up a white lady?
What? Never. Yoga pants? Uggs?
So a white lady is Ugg boots, airy leggings,
Victoria's Secret sports bra.
What's that? The sweater that everyone wears. It's like the fuzzy sweater.
The Patagonias?
No, oh my gosh.
People wear those.
Patagonias, but it's like that fluffy, I don't know what it's called.
I bet you have a Patagonia.
I do. Mm-hmm. I have about 10.
Yep.
And then I have the fluffy coat in my closet. I just don't know what it's called. Oh, whatever.
The fluffy coat.
The fluffy coat.
There's your white lady.
There's your white lady. Oh, and Sheila hoops and a bun. Messy bun.
Absolutely a messy bun.
Oh, I love a messy bun. I have one right now. Okay, but really, a white lady makes up what ingredients? Gin, brandy, lime juice. That's the first one.
Okay.
Gin, Cointreau? Is that how you say it? Cointreau? Okay, yep. Cointreau, lemon juice. Vodka, Cointreau, lemon juice. Gin, Cointreau, lime juice.
I'm going to go with the vodka one.
The vodka one?
I have never heard of that drink before.
I haven't heard it either. It's gin, Cointreau, and lemon juice.
Weird.
I've never heard of that before.
Let's make some white ladies the next time we hang out. I hate gin though. So.
I know, I hate gin.
It smells like Christmas trees.
Which is funny because like my podcast is called Jenn Juice because it's supposed to be like gin and juice, but I hate gin.
I just got that.
You just got that? Really? You just got that?
Yes. Gin and juice. I
Gin and
get it.
You get just in case no one else knew what it was. Jenn Juice.
Y'all, I'm so blonde.
No, you're good. A lot of people have asked me what it means. Like, they're like, what does Jenn Juice mean? I was like Gin and Juice, like the thing Snoop Dogg song. Sipping on gin and
gosh. What a breakthrough we just had.
You're breaking for sorry. All right, question 5. Let's get back to it. The Cosmopolitan cocktail contains which ingredients? You know this.
Ooh, girl.
Here, tell me what it is.
Tell you?
Yeah.
All right. It's vodka.
Mm-hmm.
You got your triple sec.
Yep.
A little bit of crayon. Just a splash.
Just a splash of crayon.
Cosmo's not supposed to be super pink. Just a little slightly pink. Lime juice.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
That's all you got.
You got it, girl. But instead of triple sec, they put the
Cointreau?
Yeah.
That's just a fancier
name for triple.
No, it's just a nicer brand of, like, that type of liqueur.
Yep. Because Fibers don't got it.
We have Cointreau.
Do we?
Yeah, it's underneath the triple sec. It's like top shelf of, like, whatever the orange liqueur stuff.
Never even known that.
Look at that. Jen's been a bartender for how long? She didn't even know what Cointreau was. You're doing great, girl.
I also just learned how to stuff olives the other day, so we're doing great. Nice. All right, question 6. A Bloody Mary cocktail contains both Worcestershire sauce and tomato sauce.
True.
Oh, false!
False? No, I guess you don't put Worcestershire in there.
No, I guess not. I really thought you did.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
Yeah,
honestly, all Bloody Marys to me are gross.
Yeah, Bloody Marys suck. All right, question 7. The difference between a White Russian and a Black Russian is that a White Russian contains cream/milk.
True.
That's right. True, friend.
Ooh, good song.
Good song. I think everything we say, we need to make it into a song.
Have a song?
Yeah.
Because the acoustics in this apartment are so good.
Oh, so good.
So good.
I got you. Boom, 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 boom. Ow!
Ooh, that was real
good.
Dang, Jen.
All right. Ride the podcast. Singing podcast. All right. Question 8. The Manhattan cocktail contains vodka.
Absolutely not.
Oh, that is false.
Get out of here.
Get it out of here. What is that?
Cut that crap. Ooh, I could use a Manhattan right about now.
I've never had a Manhattan.
Girl. I went to this place in Pennsylvania.
Really?
And they had $4 Manhattans on Thursdays. And it was the most wonderful thing I've ever experienced.
Dang.
A $4 Manhattan? Are you kidding me?
That's insane.
Yeah, it was probably really crappy bourbon, but that's all right.
That's you.
You know what?
I get what you pay for.
Exactly. And
if
I will
it's alcohol,
absolutely
it's gonna
pay for $4 alcohol.
I will pay for that any day of the week. We have 2 more. Which key ingredient is missing for a Long Island iced tea? Okay. Gin, vodka, rum, triple sec, lemon juice, dash of cola, lemon wedge. What are you missing? Brandy, grenadine, whiskey, orange juice, or tequila.
Tequila.
Yep. Good job.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I know. It was a lot of things, and then you're like, what's missing?
Oh my gosh, when you make an LIT and the people at the bar are like, what are you making? That's a lot of liquor. And I'm like, exactly, that's the point.
That's the point of
LIT.
a Long Island iced tea. And then, like, when I pull out the, like, Bacardi and stuff, they're like, oh, that's really nice. I'm like, well, they ordered top shelf, so that's what they get.
Calm down.
Maybe if you aren't so cheap, you could get one.
Fun fact, this lady ordered a LIT one time with she wanted no sour mix and no Coke. And we were like, so just liquor on ice? And I kid you not, that is what she drank.
Wait.
Was all of the liquor.
I think that was my table.
Was it?
I think so, because that happened to me before.
I'm pretty sure it was at 34.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I remember the table number?
It was because I was over there, and she's like, I want an LIT, but just the liquor. I was like, so you want...
That is just raunchy.
I know, it was raunchy. I said, you don't want any, like, Coke in it? You know, or, like...
really trying to get messed up if you're drinking just liquor on ice. Like, all those different liquors. Like, you couldn't just pick one.
Yeah. They didn't want a shot. They wanted 5 shots. Last question. What are the ingredients, I can't talk, in a Tom Collins?
Ooh, I know this one.
Okay.
It's gin and sour mix, right? And that's it?
Mm-mm.
No.
No,
it's not. Wait. What are the options?
Okay, so the first one is whiskey, lemon juice, simple syrup, club soda, lime slice. The second option is gin, lemon juice, simple syrup, club soda, lime juice. Or lemon juice. I think that might be it.
I think that one's it.
And then there's vodka, lemonade, simple syrup, lime wedge. Then there's whiskey, triple sec, sugar, mint leaves, or dark rum, gin, simple syrup, lime wedge.
It's the one with gin.
Gin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, they said lime juice. I mean, that's basically sour mix.
Yeah.
It's lime juice, simple syrup, and lemon juice.
Yep. Yeah. Well, good job.
You'll learn something new every day. Now y'all know what to order when you go out to drink. And you're like, what do I want? And then you listen to Jenn Juice. And you're like, maybe I want a Jenn Juice.
Maybe you want a gin and orange juice. Maybe a gin and lemon juice.
That sounds horrid.
It sounds so bad. After I said it, I gagged a little bit.
I hate gin.
I do too. But my name's Jen, so what can you do? All right, so next on the podcast, we're going to be talking about funny server stories, some of our worst customers we've had in our years of serving, and what our worst tip ever was. So let's get to it. All right.
Let's do the darn
So you go first. Guess first.
Me?
What is some funny stories you have?
Okay. I have a whole list of them. I'm trying to decide which one is my favorite. Which ones are the best to share.
Yeah, she came with so many stories, and it makes me very proud.
I write so terribly, though. Okay, but one, my customer service voice is, like, super Southern.
Yes,
like, if
same.
you know Karlie outside of work, but then you know Karlie when she's serving you at a table, she's, like, Southern Belle, straight out of Georgia. Like,
straight out of Sweet Home Georgia,
and
baby.
people are like, where are you from? And I'm like, here.
Why?
You're like, huh, it doesn't really sound...
Well, because, like, my server voice is very high-pitched. Like, I'll be, hey, guys, how are you doing today? Like, my name is Jen. Like, it's very high-pitched. My normal voice is very low. Yeah. Like, I don't have, like, a very low. Like, I don't have a high-pitched voice.
Customer service voices are my favorite.
They're so
like,
funny.
I thrive for, like, creeping in on people when they're at their tables and like, listening to them talk. I'm like,
it's like,
you don't sound like that.
That's fake.
Oh my gosh. Okay. My list of funny stories. The one, were you there the night that I dropped an entire store and pour of simple syrup at behind the bar? I was bartending. I was a new bartender. We had these containers. How much are they? Like a quart? So containers that are called store and pours, which I also used to think were called storm pours.
I call them storm pours.
Storm pours. I called them storm pours for the first like year of my life. Like I had no idea that it, and then I learned it's a store and pour, and I'm like, that makes sense because you store it and then you put a lid on it
and then you
pour it.
I don't know why we thought it was storm pour.
Because we're blonde. It happens. But yeah, I didn't put the lid on the whole way, so I went to pick up the top, and it dropped. It splashed in my face. It got in my eyelashes. Simple syrup is sugar water, if anybody was concerned.
Yeah.
So sticky. And it splashed all over me, and we wear black. Like, we wear all black at work, and so you spill sugar water all over yourself, and it sticks, and it turns white. And so my black uniform was covered in sticky. My eyelashes were stuck together. I had to go to the bathroom and like wash my face to get my eyelashes unstuck.
I remember this.
And it was the middle of like a busy night, and everybody watched it, and they were like,
it's like, that sucks.
It was so bad. Oh my gosh, that was a fun time.
We have had so many mishaps behind the bar.
So many.
Like,
how many bottles of liquor have you broken?
At least 10.
Yeah.
At least.
That was the worst thing that happens when you're bartending and you're a new bartender and then you break a bottle of liquor and you're like, my life's over.
My life is over.
Like,
I might as well turn in my resignation now. Like,
oh my gosh, because I used to wear like a towel like in my pocket on my hands so you can like dry your hands on it. And it would get stuck to the liquor bottles, the top of them, and yank them out of the wells, and they would fall on the ground and break. Oh my gosh, I've broken, or I've aggressively gone to like throw down a bottle of liquor like in the well, and I hit the top of another bottle and break it. Yeah, I've broken many things.
I know, I have too.
I broke a whole bottle of Jack Daniel's honey. Oh my gosh. And then broke the top of it, right? So Corey's like, hand it to me. I might be able to save it. Corey's standing across the bar. So I hand it to him over the bar, and he grabs it by the top and drops the bottle. So we break a whole bottle of Jack Daniel's honey everywhere. Like, all over the bar, all over the floor by the bathroom. Like,
oh my gosh.
And so everyone that walked by was like, smells like liquor.
Because that's how you sound when you serve.
Exactly.
Southern Belle comes out.
Except Southern Belle voice.
Except
smells like liquor.
Except you're not, like, low when you do it. You're like, oh, honey, no. Like, it's just Jack Daniel's honey over here.
I use y'all a lot.
Y'all. I use y'all. I use ma'am and sir. You know, but like when I say ma'am and sir, I'm like, ma'am, sir, yes sir, yes sir,
yes sir.
But really, I'm like, what?
And then I always refer to my mother as mama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever call my mom mama.
Nope.
But when I'm at work and
she is mama.
Well, my mama's at home.
Well, my mama's at home, you know, fixing my clothes since I can't afford any.
She's just making me up some sweet tea. My favorite line to tell people when people complain about the tea not being sweet enough, I always say, girl, we've got people from the north that work here and they just don't know how to make the sweet tea.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, honey, I understand. Like,
It's like, actually, I just didn't pour enough in there.
And I'm like, really, our sweet tea just sucks.
Oh my gosh, what is, like, your one saying, like, when someone says something really corny to you, what is your favorite line to say back to them?
To say back?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like,
I think I get really awkward when people say, like, awkward stuff to me and it's corny. I think I just laugh and make them think they're funny, and then I'm like, and then I just walk away.
Really?
Yeah.
See, my two favorites is when there's lipstick on the glass, like, and they're like, oh, like, there's some lipstick. I say, oh, sweetie, is that not your shade? Let me go grab you one that's your shade.
That's so cute.
That's
How
what
gross
I say.
is it that people get that happens so often?
I know. I say that a lot. And then if I give them coffee and it's not hot enough, I'll go brew a new one, and then I'll bring out the new coffee. I'll be like, this is the freshest coffee in Raleigh, North Carolina right now. Here you go.
You're so cute.
That's one of the things
If you were my server, I'd be like, can I put you in my pocket and take you home?
I'd be like, yes, please. If you have money, put me in your pocket, please.
Put me in your pocket. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is my favorite weird story. Yeah, like favorite all-time, like best table I've ever had that was just weird and like crazy, like entertaining night at Firebirds. This weird dude, like weird, funky, like long hair, like weird outfit with a guitar and like books and stuff came in and asked for like a table for two, and he was like, I'm having a blind date, she's coming to meet me. And I was like, okay.
Aw.
And he sits down, and he was there for like an hour before she shows up.
Oh, okay, she showed up. I thought that you were gonna say she didn't show up.
This is really awkward. Like, what is? And he ordered this really expensive bottle of wine and was like waiting for her to get there before he ordered it, and I don't know, it was weird. And she gets there, and he was like a younger dude, like maybe like in his like later 20s, like whatever, with his guitar in the restaurant. And she shows up, and she's this like older lady that is like fake to the max, like fake boobs, fake lips, fake everything, like wild looking. And I was like, this is gonna be the most interesting blind date I've ever seen. Like, this is exciting. Like, where did they meet?
Yeah.
And so they like eat their food, whatever, they order dinner. I didn't really hear any like weird conversations. And then I bring them the bill, and I'm looking at them like kind of like arguing a little bit, and I'm like, what is going on? And then she gets up and leaves, and I was like, oh, all right, she's gone. And then I go back to him, and I'm like kind of looking over at him, and we're closed at this point. Like, it's like way past 10. Like, the restaurant is completely empty except this guy. And he like gets all of his stuff together. I had dropped the check, and he like didn't give me anything. And he put something in there, and then he like gets up, and I look over, and he's walking, but he's like walking fast. And so I go and I check the checkbook. I'm like, maybe he left cash. And there's a business card in the checkbook and nothing else. And it was like an expensive tab. And he's running out of the door, and Justin Coleman was managing. I think he was a key. I don't even think he was a manager yet. And Justin, I'm like, Justin, he just left and didn't pay. And Justin chases him out of the restaurant, chases him down, catches him in North Hills. He said he didn't even touch him. He just went up to him and was like, bro, you just left and didn't pay your tab. And homeboy, like, turned around, like, came back. Like, Justin didn't even have to touch him or fight him or anything. He just came back. And Justin was like, we're calling the cops. Like, we have to.
Yeah.
And we ended up staying there. It was like me, Fisher, Nick, and Coleman stayed at Firebirds so late. Until like 11:30 with this guy, with the cops, trying to call his friend so he could come have his friend, like, pay. He gave Nick was on the phone with his friend, and he was like, just give us a credit card number to pay for it. Like, we can't let your friend leave until this bill is paid.
Yeah.
And he gave him a credit card, and he was about to hang up. And Nick was like, oh, no. We're going to wait and make sure that credit card number works first. And it did not. And Nick's like, okay, so try that again. And then he did. And we finally got one that worked. And, like, the guy got to leave, but they, like, banned him from the premises. I was like, that was... And then Justin got in trouble for, like, chasing him. Because they were like, what would you have done if he, like, had a knife or something? And Justin's like, I was in the military.
I can fight
Obviously,
someone with a knife.
Justin would be fine. Oh, my gosh. It was such a fun, like...
That would
shit
be
show
so
of
fun. I wish I was there.
That's the stuff like I live for at Firebirds.
I
like,
love drama when it comes to that
right?
kind of
like
stuff.
the weird, crazy things that happened. Oh man.
Dang.
So yeah, that was my wild story.
That was pretty wild.
Right?
Oh, okay, I have one. So at my old job, there was this girl that worked there. I won't say her name just by any chance she listens to this. We'll call her V, because her name started with a V.
Okay.
I'm my old job, and she was stealing money from the restaurant. Like, how she was doing it is because at my old restaurant, you got a free meal every time you worked. So you would ring it in under, like, the number, like, this for free meals, and then, like, the manager would just, like, discount it all. So it would go to the back, they would put it in.
Yeah.
So what she was doing is... for, like, her first or second table, she would be putting their food under that number. And then when they paid, she would pocket that money.
What if they didn't pay in cash, though? Like, how would she know?
Well, she would just wait until someone would be paying cash. And then that's how she would use it. So eventually management found out she was doing this, because, like, it's not hard to be, like, like, numbers aren't adding up, whatever. So one morning, because I worked at a breakfast restaurant, so it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, it was starting to get busy, she was working. David Brigham came in, the owner of Breaks, and was telling us, like, the cops are coming, like, y'all need to not say anything because they're going to come get V from the back. And of course, my dumbass went in the back like, the cops are coming! And this girl was like, wait, why are they coming? And I just walked away because I was like, frick, I just messed up the whole plan.
You could never be a cop.
Nope. I've always wanted to be a cop, but I realized I can't be a cop. So I run away in fear because I was like 15 at the time because it was my first job. So the cops get there. They come in the front door, and this girl runs out the back door. Like, starts sprinting. We see her sprinting in the freaking road. So the cops are, like, running after her.
Oh, my goodness.
They tackle her to the ground, like, bring her back over, like handcuff her, whatever. And then, because, like, they needed a verbal statement saying that she was doing it, whatever. So, like, David Brigham was like, so, are you going to admit to it? And she was like, yeah, I've been stealing money from you for 3.5 years. Yeah. And I was like, what? like little 15-year-old me was like, that's so long. How much money did you steal? And, like,
that is wild.
Everyone was like, Jen, you need to leave. Like, you're being a little much.
You gotta go.
I was like, you're right. I'll leave. So then, like, we realized that, like, she has also been stealing, like, prom dresses, too, and, like, pocketing them. Like, all this stuff she's been doing. But, yeah, that was a crazy story with Briggs, not Firebirds.
I like working in a restaurant. You get so much, like, juice.
So much juice.
So much drama. Oh my
so
gosh.
great.
It's so fun.
But, okay.
I miss it.
I was talking to my dad about this the other day. I've realized that since I work in a restaurant and I get all my drama there, I don't have a lot of drama in my personal life.
Yeah.
Because I get all my drama there. And then when I come home, I don't feel the need to, like, have all this drama.
I don't think anymore, like, it's not that serious. Like, it's, like, funny stuff that happens and, like, just ridiculous things.
Yeah.
And
it
then
makes
you
me realize
home
I'm like,
and you're like, I'm over it.
Yeah. Because, like, the other day, like, coworkers were fighting about sections, like, about, like...
Right, which is so stupid.
Like she was like, well... you have a party and you have my table, so I'm going to take your 6 top, even though one of my tables was a 2 top that you took. And the other guy was like, no way, like, you're not doing that. You know, and just, like, fighting over a table that didn't even get sat.
Like, oh my goodness.
Like, idiotic things. I'm just, like, listening. I'm like, this is my drama. You know, like, this is what I'm getting is when I come home, I'm not going to go fight with anyone because I realize how dumb it is, you know?
Yeah.
Talk about your worst tip.
Worst tip.
What is the worst tip you've ever gotten?
I don't even... Goodness. I feel like I just got so many terrible ones that I don't even know if I have, like, a worst.
I know. Like, people just don't know how to tip. But, correction. I've realized older people don't know how to tip.
No.
Younger people are a little better just because, like, they realize it. But if you're in between the ages of 50 and 70 or birth to 13, you need to have tip help.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. You know, like...
Birth.
Well, you know, like, little
Teach your babies how to tip.
Well, because, like, if you come in with... Like, I've had a lot of tables that, like, if it's, like, middle school people, like, coming in and they only want to eat bread and water. And I'm like, no, you have to eat... Like, you have to get something. Like, you need to leave. So they get, like, a side salad, you know, or, like, they end up getting a meal, and it's, like, $30, and they tip me $1. I'm like, no. And then, like, the older generation does the same thing.
Have you ever had people tip you in, like, change? Like, quarters?
Yes. I've had, like, golden dollars before.
I have a picture of it somewhere in my phone, but this kid literally tipped me, like, a couple cents, I think, like, rounded up the bill, like, cents-wise, just to make it an even number. And I was like, that's absurd that you felt the need to write 30 cents in the tip line.
Might as well just write nothing.
Put a note under it and was like, you cute, with his number.
That's like what happened last night at the bar. Like, these guys came in and were, like, asking, like, me and Amanda, like, hang out after work and our numbers. And we're like, no, that's kind of weird. You know, like, whatever. But, like, of course, we were like, yeah, maybe, like, we go to Fox and Hound after, like, if you wanted me to stay or you can. Didn't tip us on, like, a $50 bar tab. Ew. And you can't say we're cute and you want to hang out with us or leave your number if you're not going to tip right.
Fun fact, if you want to flirt with your server or bartender, tip them a whole lot of money.
Because then we'll call you.
You hand me a 50, I might text you back.
Yeah.
You tip me 30 cents and you ain't getting nothing.
Nope, you ain't getting a phone call. You might get blocked. I might block your number before I even text you.
Right? Just so you never happen to get my number. Have you ever had, like, a really terrible table, like, late at night, and they stay super late, and they're, like, really obnoxious, and they tip you horribly, and then you go to Fox, the bar across the street,
and they're there.
They show up, too, and you're like, I could have been here earlier if it wasn't for you.
Yep, and you're like, and I probably could have grabbed another drink.
And you so badly want to, like, say something, but you're like, I can't.
All the time.
Because I'll get fired.
Fired! I think my worst tip was I was at my old job, and this old man, it was like a one top. Like, he set 5 $1 bills at the end of the table. And I go up to him, and I'm like, hi, like, my name's Jen. Like, I'll be taking care of you. And he's like, I'm going to stop you right there. These dollars on the table is your tip. Every time you mess up, I take $1 away. So don't mess up. I said, no. Like,
you
no,
can have
sir.
those back.
I said, I don't even want that tip. I don't want you as a table. You can go find another server or go find another restaurant. I will not serve you. And I walked away.
Jeez.
Because I said, that was so disrespectful.
That's so rude.
So rude for you to come into a restaurant and do that.
Like
I got in trouble for saying that to him, but I really don't care. Like, if you're going to come in and say, so don't mess up because this is your tip, and every time you mess up, I'm taking $1 away, take that somewhere else. Like,
oh my
no
gosh.
one wants that.
This girl we used to work with had a table outside one time, and they handed her, I think she said, like, $8 on, like, a $130 tab. And she gave it back to him. Yeah. She said, you can have this. And his girlfriend was like, why? Why don't you want your tip? And she said, that's offensive. For you to hand me $8 on that much money, like, on that high of a tab. And she was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. Like, I didn't know. And I'm like, okay, I get that some people don't know, but, like, learn.
Yeah.
You know, like, how many times do you go out to eat and you don't tip and, like, we just let it go?
Yeah.
And nobody tells it, like,
Yep.
PSA.
Yeah, like that.
20% or more.
Like that's why I wish we had that little tip thing at the bottom so people can kind of see percentages.
I don't think 10% or 15% should ever be an option.
No, it should always be 20% or more. No. That's how a lot of people make their money from serving. Is because we don't get an hourly wage.
Yeah, and it's I put in all that work and all that effort for you to not even you're complete. And then if you come in again and I see you again, I'm gonna be they don't tip. I'm not gonna take that great care of them.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly.
Which is kind of rude, but
no, that's not rude at all. That's just what is gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we talked about what we're doing now with jobs, I want to ask you, what is your dream job, Karlie?
My dream job.
If you close your eyes and you imagine what's your life.
What I want to do, right now, realistically, or
both.
Okay. Both. So if I would absolutely, I told you this earlier, I'd be a stay-at-home mom with a nanny.
That would be the dream.
Let me just live my life, not doing anything at home with my babies.
With my babies.
I don't have any babies right now.
How many kids do you want?
Okay. I wanted 4, and then I watched the kids I nanny for yesterday, 3 of them, and my mom was with me, and I looked at her, and I said, don't ever let me have 3 kids. I said, I cannot do this.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It is a lot of work. But my, life goal, passion right now, I'm going to school for back to Wake Tech for psychology.
Okay.
And every time I tell people that, they're like, oh, psychology, you're not going to get anywhere with that. And it's super rude because that's what I want to do. Yeah. So leave me alone. No. Literally everyone tells me, they're like, why are you getting a psychology degree? Because that's what I want to do.
I believe that you need to pursue whatever your dream is. Yeah. And if it's psychology, run for it. Run for your dream, because if you push for it, you're going to get it. That's just how it is. But if you listen to those people being a psychology degree, what are you going to do with that? Go be a therapist? Actually, no. Unless that's what you want to do.
No, I want to go into occupational psychology.
Yeah, that's a great thing. And if you when you get that job, you're going to be happy with that job. Yeah. You're not going to be stuck. If I don't
like it, then I'll do something else.
Also, psychology is very broad too. So you can go into many different things with that. Yeah. Which is really cool.
I'm excited.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at you doing big things.
I know. I went to Wake Tech yesterday and I got my little... Was it yesterday? Yeah. And I got my little parking pass, and I was like, these are way cuter than the first time I went to Wake Tech.
Oh yeah, the little blue circles.
So glad I waited 2 years to come back.
You know it.
I waited for the cute parking passes. That's what it was.
Gotta wait. I think my dream job is this, if I'm being honest with you.
Podcast.
Well, my dream job is to be on QDR, doing all this
on the radio.
Yeah, on the radio. That's what I want to do. It's be somehow into communications, broadcasting, PR kind of stuff. But you never know. I'm working my way there with the podcast. So
you know what's so fun? What? We're so young. So
we are young. We have so much time to do it.
Literally so much time to prosper.
Yep.
And I used to get so stressed. If I wasn't in school or that period where I was just working. I was like, oh my gosh, everybody thinks I'm such a failure. But, who cares?
No. And,
do what makes you happy.
And college nowadays doesn't have a time consistency anymore.
When I went to school the first time, I had no motivation. I had no, drive for anything. I didn't have a why. So I was just going to school just because people told me I had to go to school.
Yeah, that's exactly why I went my first 2 years. I was just I feel like I need to get a degree, because if I don't, I'm not going to do anything with my life. So here I am.
Yeah.
But now I'm in school still because I want to take classes. I want to learn about what I'm passionate about. So.
And I took my 2 years off and I partied a whole lot and got a lot of life lessons.
Yeah.
And you learn things and you move out of a lot of places and move into a lot of places and just do... I feel like I needed to do all of that. Yeah. And then finally, found my, motivation and my why. And
that's all that matters.
Now I'm so excited to go back to school.
That's
I never thought I'd be excited about it.
I know. But it is exciting until you get there and then you have all the classes and the homework and the tests.
We'll do another podcast about how school's going.
Jenn Juice Part 2. Well, Karlie, thank you so much for being on my podcast.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun.
It was so good.
I feel like we could just go on and on.
We could, but we have to stop.
We do, because I have to go pick up a child.
Speaking of children, she has to go pick up a child.
What I do with my everyday.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Jenn Juice. Make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 7 to hear the new podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you later.